Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to do a review slash installation demo of the Kanto SP6 HD desktop speakers. So everything laid out here. We have our top plate, which is a little wider. We have a smaller top plate for your smaller speakers. We got our two columns, and then in the back here we have our base plate. First thing I can say, and then we also have 3 Allen keys and some screws and a couple of washers. First thing I can say, picking up the box, it is very heavy. This is my like third or fourth Kanto speaker stands, and I absolutely love them. Always great quality. So let's get some of this stuff together, and then we'll do a install demo. Okay, the first thing you want to do is get one of the columns here. Now, it does come with 3 Allen or hex keys, however you want to call it, and it's like a small, medium, large. Now, I have a wearer set. Anytime I put together anything, I like to use my own tools, even though the supply tools usually will do the trick. I don't know, it's just me. With that being said, the larger one for the screws that come loose in the bag, it's like a 4.5. So yeah, I'm gonna have to use the supplied screw. This one up here, what you want to do is you're gonna have to remove those with the medium hex screw that comes with it. I'm gonna see right now to see if any of my wearer will fit it. Okay, so the wearer does. This is a size 4, so let's go ahead and get these unscrewed. Okay, once you have it unscrewed, we're gonna put the base plate on. But first, this is going to be the back. So this is where you can route your speaker wire cables through. So let's go ahead and let's get this base on top. Okay, when you place it on top, the soft side will eventually face down on your desk or table. So let's go ahead and get these screws set in there. Again, we're going to use the screws that just came out of this column. While I'm finishing this last screw, a little trick is you may want to lift up this plate while you're trying to find the placement. Once you get the, one of the screws in, then you can look down and line up the hole for the second one. So it's pretty straightforward. Now, I'm not going to use the smaller plate, but I just wanted to show you what you have to do to install this one if you choose to use the smaller plate. Again, you're going to take these 2 screws out here. The actual Kanto lettering is going to face towards you when you're sitting. So you can see this screw right here, that's actually going to face that way. So you'll install it with the Kanto lettering. It'll be directly in front of you. I have it backwards like we're looking out, but that's how it would be. So these screws here, they will also be required for the larger plate. So I'm going to take those off, but I'm going to find out which size hex screw is required. I believe it's going to be the smaller one that is included in the set if you don't want to use your own tools. So let's go ahead and get a smaller one and see which size it is. Okay, it is a size 3 to remove the screws off of the top plate. And again, it's a size 4 to install the column. And then it looks like we'll use the included screw, hex tool by Kanto for the finely assembled screws, but we'll get to that in just a bit. So let's go ahead and get these unscrewed and get the other top plate installed. Okay, so I have the screws undone, and then this piece right here just comes right off. So you can just store these smaller plates if you decide to use a smaller one in the future, but I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so before we get these installed, again, the soft spot now for the top plate is going to face up. Kanto lettering is going to be in front of you. Speaker wire will go in here. And what the instructions don't show you is keeping the washers together. So when you remove this from the smaller plate, you'll just want to make sure the washers are together. Inserting this is pretty straightforward. There is a little green notch here. It goes right into that center circle. So let's go ahead and get these secured. Another quick tip, you can leave them a little loose so that you could angle your speakers accordingly. And then once you have them dialed into your liking, then you can just go ahead and, tighten them down. So I'm actually going to keep them a little loose until I get my speakers set up, and then I'm going to adjust them or, tighten them down. Okay, so before we get to the final step, it looks like this longer screw is included if you want to mount your speakers to the plate. So essentially what you would do is you would just take off the plate, mount it to your speaker, and then once it's on there, you would just drop this with your, don't drop it, but just put this down on the base with your speaker attached. And then there's a hole right here that you can kind of see, and that's where this smaller screw would go to secure everything together. So that is another mounting option that is available to you. Okay, so the final step, this is where the include, unless you have like a 4.5 hex key, but since I don't, then I'm just going to use this, and then we're going to go ahead and secure the top plates to the column. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and another tip too, just don't place it down like I just did. What you want to do is you want to actually see there's two lips here, and you just want to slide it in. So when you slide it in, it doesn't come in, so, or it doesn't come off. So what you want to do is you can kind of see the grooves there, and you just want to slide it in. You know that it's lined up correctly when you can push up on it and it doesn't come undone. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and get this final screw in. Okay, final screw is in. This does not require a washer, and it actually sits flush, as you can see here, inside the column. And that is it. I'm going to readjust these once I got my speakers all set up. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm going to do the second one. For those who have stuck around and watched this entire review / install video, thank you so much for hanging out. I really hope this has helped somebody. I'm going to go ahead and get the second.
Sitting in front of my desk. This accessory is amazing. It's got wire management that kind of goes through here. It's completely made of metal, as you can hear that, and it matches the speaker really nicely. So highly recommend it. It works really well. It's designed for this speaker. It might fit other speakers as well, but I'm a big fan of that.
I'm not sure. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, 200 plus yards on the ground. You know, at some point, you're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna see if Lamar can just do this from the pocket. Which seems to be the scout report if you want to try to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Now, with disrespect KC, they beat Baltimore and they're undefeated. I know it don't look pretty and it's not sexy and they're losing all their pieces. Baltimore got away from their identity against KC. KC decided, hey, we're going to run the ball early in the game to Derrick Henry. He's going to score a touchdown, then we're going to stop. They just stopped. That's almost like this team, like people do. Get out their game plan. But there was no